What's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of Talk SEC with Matt and AP. AP doesn't want to show his face tonight
Nope.
because he just doesn't roll like that.
Nope. Mystery tonight. It's all mystery.
AP, how was football practice, my guy?
Man, first day of full practice out on the Ponderosa, and all I can tell you right now is that they had on full pads because we can't
Okay.
say anything until 9 p.m. So I'm literally under restriction until for the next 56 minutes.
Don't you
And
find it so
I
weird
will,
how they do that?
yes, man. Like it's first of all, we walked off the field at like 7:15, right? And it's like I was talking to Mr. Barnett, and I'm like, "Hey, when can we post? Like when can we post? Say something. 9 o'clock. I said, 9 o'clock. Jesus Christ! All right, bet. Like so,
Yeah,
post
sure.
practice report will be live at 9:02. It will be published at 9:02 p.m. on And the Valley Shook. But I'll say this: we got to see the normal amount of periods that we were able to see, and they had on full pads.
Okay.
And it was football stuff being done.
Well, that's what we like to see.
Yeah.
Because
Nothing
we
bad.
are now what? 26
25 days.
25 days? Yeah, I mean it's right around the corner, man.
Yep, it is. Here, brother.
It can't come fast enough.
I wanna say this because I am driving. I wanna forewarn people. I don't curse a lot unless I have the steering wheel in my lap and I'm in Louisiana. That's what. Okay, I'm telling you, I do curse a lot actually, but I especially curse when I'm driving because these people are stupid. This man almost hit me.
Yeah,
Because
it's
he just
really dumb.
decided to randomly, want to drive in Tulane like he's doing right now. Like
It's really it's so you hear like our parents talk about how when they were growing up, you didn't have to take driver's ed to get a driver's license. And boy, let me tell you, it shows.
brother, it shows.
It shows.
Brother, it shows. Because most of the time, it's people with the handicap decals hanging from the rearview mirrors, driving cars that are 2 times the size of them that they know that they can't even see over the steering wheels to drive. Like, go home, grandma. Take
Yeah.
a nap, grandpa. You don't need to be out here driving. I'm sorry, I lost you there for a second. Can you hear me?
Wait, how did that happen? Okay, I'm back.
All right, man. I was about to say, what happened? I didn't hear you.
I don't know. For those of y'all watching on YouTube, if you're wondering why I have like 4 fans pointed in my direction, it is because our AC died today,
Oh,
and it's August,
oh,
so
my poor friend.
look, man, it's all part of the fun. They're coming to fix it tomorrow, so just got to get through one night. We got some window units set up. It's gonna be all good in the hood.
They went through that last year. I got a portable AC now.
Cap game rocking the bald eagle. It's called the Party Eagle. It's a bald eagle with stars and stripes glasses. Unc wants to know about the hat, so just shout out Brandon Bills, future sponsor of Talk SEC.
Shout out Brandon Bill. Shout out Party Eagle. Shout out Unc. Always checking in with the hat game. So Matt, what are some standout storylines from around the league that caught your eye in the last 2 weeks?
I'm really interested, and I know that we're going to sound like a broken record when I continue to bring this up, but I am just, and it hurts me to say this as an LSU fan, I am ecstatic to see what Auburn brings to the table.
Bro, you and I are on the same page. That's exactly what I was going to.
Like, and again, I know we say it week after week, and people are probably so tired of hearing me saying it, but I mean, look at what Alex Golesh was able to do at South Florida. Like, don't get me wrong, Tampa's a nice town, but it's not It's not the SEC. And he was able to create a winner at South Florida. Imagine what he's going to be able to do with SEC resources.
Yes. Yes. I mean, we saw him operate and coach with SEC level talent.
Yeah.
Like now being a head guy. Oh man, this guy's gonna get fun.
Georgia's gonna be insane. What's new? Right? See, I'm hearing more people get higher and higher on Texas. And that's kind of interesting to me. Not to say that a lot of people were necessarily low on Texas, but I saw a CFP bracket prediction today that had Texas playing for the national title.
Huh.
So that kind of caught me by surprise.
Huh.
Like, I haven't seen that yet.
Huh. Who threw that ball to Cam Coleman?
I don't know, but that was nice.
Not the ball placement. That was terrible.
Well, correct, but what a catch by Cam Coleman to go get
absolutely elite playmaking ability from
you.
Cam
Notice
Coleman.
You notice how you didn't see who the quarterback was, right?
Yep, that's my point.
Probably because it was Arch.
Exactly my point.
Bum, bum, bum.
So I had a hot take this week where I said, I'd take Sam Levitt over Arch Manning. And I'm standing by that.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
I'm gonna die on that hill.
I think that's fair. I think that's a fair assessment. Because again, and look, I'm not here to relentlessly just crap on Arch Manning. I hope that guy has nothing but success. Because it's a Louisiana kid. It's a cool story. The Mannings have done some tremendous things for the state of Louisiana. So like, I'm never gonna bash the kid. He's just overrated.
Give me Marshall over Arch.
Because he is a Manning. Bro, did you see some highlights from his first game?
Brother, well, first of all, who the hell is playing full padded 7-on-7? What is this? What are we doing? Can we not?
Tennessee.
Can we not? Can we not do that?
I mean,
that is so lame.
We shouldn't do it.
Like, leave the 7-on-7 stuff where it is. Let the kids run around their compression shirts and shorts and their little headbands. I don't want to see my star wide receivers and starting DBs literally throwing out AC joints.
Correct.
Because of full padded 7-on-7.
Correct.
Like,
no, 100%.
Cut it. Cut that out.
It is wild.
So, but yes, to go back to your point, yes, I did see the highlights, and for a 15-year-old kid,
yeah, he's nice. He's got a bright future for sure.
He looks really good. I will say this though, going back to Auburn, goddamn rock caught my window. I will say this, going back to Auburn, I saw a clip of their offensive line doing a drill. They were doing a base block run blocking drill, and they had to get underneath the pad, lift it, and just drive it back. It was more about the fundamentals and the technique, being violent with the hands, making proper punch placement, lift, drive, and the offensive line coach, like towards the end of the drill, literally just candidly let out, "We are so soft," and that is alarming.
Yeah,
remember, Auburn had offensive line problems last season, and that's my biggest concern for this unit and for this offense and for this team. If they can't protect Byron Brown in this season, the SEC is a lot different than playing in the group of fives. And over the course of a long season, those hits add up. You're talking about Colin Simmons. We're talking about Whitweed's TJ Dottery. We're talking about Will Eccles at Ole Miss. we're talking about the front at Alabama, even though they're kind of,
Dylan Stewart.
yes, I'm talking about Dylan Stewart at USC. Then there's a freak show athlete at Florida too. I can't think of his name. And he plays edge. Kid can clean 405 pounds, squat 560. He made
Cool.
the freak the 101 freak list, Bruce Philman's freak list.
Yeah.
Even though not a single LSU player made it, but there were 22 other SEC players that made it. But neither here nor there. So if you cannot protect Byron Brown going into the season, brother.
No, 100%. There's no doubt about that. That's going to be a key thing to watch is how quickly their offensive line comes together. I love what Unc said here. Art should have been starting over Ewers by year 2 and wasn't. That's a little telling.
My point exactly.
A little.
Look, I can not dash an but when you look at the level of competition in Louisiana and who Arch played against, this, all right?
Yeah.
And he never won a state title.
It's true.
And his numbers weren't that gaudy. Like Elijah Haven is at the Dunham School. He's playing basically at the same level that Arch was. And I mean, he's dump trucking people. He's played in 2 state championships. He's won one already. Like, that's what Arch should have been.
Yeah. And
you know what I'm saying? That's the type of career Arch should have had.
It kind of leads into a question I have that I think I know what your answer is going to be. Would Arch have been a Heisman favorite last year if his last name was not Manning?
No. Arch wouldn't have been a 5-star if his name was not Manning.
I thought so.
We would have looked at him as the 3rd best quarterback in the state of Louisiana.
Also, was the player at Florida that you were thinking of LJ McCray?
I think so.
The edge rusher.
Edge rusher? Yes. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, shout out to Unc for that one. LJ McCray.
Yes. Thank you.
Yeah, he's special. He's special.
Yes.
But yeah, man, I really think that this is going to be such a fun year for the SEC. Because and we talked about this last week about how it's Georgia and then it's everybody else.
Right.
The playing field is just so level 2 through 16 for the most part. That you really have no idea what's going to happen. Because last year, if you looked at a schedule where LSU was, at home against A&M and at home against Mississippi State, especially looking at the Mississippi State game, you'd be like, man, that's a dub. They haven't been good. You're in Tiger Stadium, that's a win. And while you and I will sit here and we'll say that because we're LSU fans, we're also real, and we're going to sit here and say, man, I really don't know what's going to happen.
That part. That's what I was about to say. We should get this win.
We should win, but will we?
Right.
That's the thing that's going to be so awesome about the SEC this year is that every single Saturday, you don't know how it's going to play out.
Well, I can tell you right now, everybody knows us, especially during the off season. I see everything through purple and gold glasses. My bias is real. My bias is football. My bias is LSU in the off season. Once caps are buckled and we are, and plays are being made, those go away. And I just see football for what it is. If a better team, if Mississippi State is playing better than LSU, you got to call a spade a spade. That team could come in and beat you. I don't care who we have starting and how much, we're paying anybody. And if you're not able to remove your fandom from that, then what are you truly doing right now? So I'm not going to lie, for all the teams in the league, Auburn is a team I'm excited to see, but I'm also excited to see Mississippi State and Kamario Taylor. Mississippi State's defense is going to shock a lot of people. And Kamario Taylor, if he made the improvements that he's claimed to have made, in his passing mechanics and proper accurate timing, rhythm with the wide receivers, getting in better communication with the offensive system. If he's able to do those things and really make this leap, Mississippi State gonna pop some teams.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. Kamario Taylor is that kind of player. Like we have shared our thoughts about Jeff Lebby on this podcast. Neither one of us think that he's a great coach. But Kamario Taylor is that type of player that can cover up poor coaching.
Yes.
And make some things happen for you. So yeah, yes. I agree with you 100%. If teams get a little too complacent and a little too comfortable with Mississippi State, they are the type of team that will go and punch you in the mouth. And that's going to be a lot of fun to see. Unk says, I want to see at least 4 SEC teams make the CFP. Should be 6, but they ain't going to let that happen.
No, they're not letting that happen.
They're not going to let that happen, but that kind of pisses me off because, and I understand the idea of protecting against the SEC bias and this, that, and the other. But then just be better than the SEC.
That part.
Just be better than the SEC. The college football playoff should be the 12 best teams. Point blank, period, end of discussion. I'm all for, again, I've said this on this podcast before. I am a G5 guy. I am all for the highest ranked G5 team getting into the playoff. I'm for that 100%. But the other 6 spots, if those 6 teams are from the SEC, then those 6 teams are from the SEC. Point blank, period. Like that.
You're absolutely right.
That has to be what it is. It should be the 5 conference champions, the highest ranked group of 5 team, and then the 6 best remaining. Regardless
but in order to do that, you then have to value strength of schedule,
which the committee will never do.
And then exactly, and once you do that, you basically eliminate the entire Big Ten.
Because if the committee would have valued strength of schedule last season, how does Miami get in over Notre Dame?
How does Texas get left out?
How does Texas get left out? It's a great point. Yeah, I mean, it's just and look, I know Miami made a run, right? Hell, did they go all the way to the title game?
Yeah, credit to them.
They did go to the title game. Credit to them for taking the opportunity and running with it. But we can sit here pretty confidently and say they shouldn't have been in the playoff in the first place.
Right.
Now, again, like we said, you got the opportunity and you took almost full advantage of it, and good for you for doing that. But you shouldn't have been there in the first place. And so, I hate that we have to sit here and say, they're not going to do that because, again, and I know I'm reiterating myself, but if Texas, Ole Miss, Tennessee, Alabama, LSU, and Oklahoma are the 6 best non-champions in the country, then those 6 teams need to be in the playoff. Like there's just no, I can't see it any other way.
It will never make any sense to me as to how they value these slots. Like, what is it that they're seeing to determine which team deserves to be in over another team? I'll never get that. I'll never understand it.
It's all about money.
Well, I mean, Notre Dame is a headline school. They would bring in a lot of money. And you think that they would just be able to get in regardless. Like they're a coastal school.
But you see, even they're in on a normal year. They were just bad last year.
But what I do want to get to real quick, just to pivot, is there are people coming out right now talking about Trinidad Chambers looking great in camp. I want to say thank you, Captain Obvious. Right. If you're the best returning quarterback in the conference, arguably in the country, should you not look great in camp? Secondly, if you're the best returning quarterback in the conference, arguably in the nation, going up against one of the worst defensive coordinators in the conference, could you not look great in camp?
Yeah, I would hope you look great against your own defense, my guy.
Like, I mean, not too much on the defensive side of the ball for Ole Miss has changed outside of losing two key players. Your green dot and your leading
Who now
sack
wear
getter.
purple and gold.
So the defense is going to take a step back. What Ole Miss fans should be worried about is how good is Trinidad, but how bad is this Ole Miss defense?
And also to add on to that, to add an extra question onto that, how good is Trinidad Chambliss, and how much was Lane Kiffin and Charlie Weis Jr.?
Oh, that's gonna remain to be seen. That's to be determined. But I think Trinidad's really a good player.
I agree, but
But
it's kind of like the Bill Belichick situation in New England, right?
Right.
When Tom Brady left, Bill Belichick was not the same coach.
right.
Is it role reversal here with Trinidad Chambliss when Lane Kiffin and Charlie Weis Jr. leave Ole Miss? Does he take a step back as a
I
quarterback?
truly think I think he'll take a step back. Just because, once again, he's going up against his defense in a familiar setting. We've seen him get put into a chokehold by LSU.
Yep.
Like, LSU had them in a stranglehold. We had any type of semblance of an offense, we win that game. We've seen Miami put him in a chokehold. He had 4 turnover-worthy throws in that one game in the semifinals of the playoffs.
Right.
And that wasn't bad play calling. It was poor execution on his part. So he's good, don't get me wrong, but he has his moments too. And I truly believe and confidently feel that with John David Baker calling plays,
Oof.
that offense is going to take a step back.
Yeah.
It's hard for me to believe that they're going to average almost 40 points a game.
Yeah, I would agree with you there. Definitely going to be looking to see how that plays out and just how quickly they take that step back. Is it immediate? Will it happen before September 19th? Or is it a little more, delayed release long term? Maybe we see it around week 6, week 7.
I think you're gonna see it week 1. They gotta come out ready.
Yeah, it's true. They have a tough schedule. It's not a simple one. Look, AP, I know that you're not one to give yourself credit, so that's why you put people like us in your corner that are going to do it for you. Shout out to you, my guy, going on Jacques Talk earlier this week.
Oh, kill my internet service.
That is big, dude.
Thank you, Matt. Man, don't get me emotional right now.
That's big, dude. Look, you always want to talk about how I'm the radio professional. I never went on Jacques' show. You doing stuff I didn't get to do. So good on you, man.
Man, look, it's just a blessing. It's prayers being answered. It's God confirming that the vision that He's given me is really coming into fruition. And what it really is, Matt, and to be honest with you, is just motivation for me to keep grinding.
No doubt.
That's it. Like, head down. I don't care how tired I am. Show must go on.
Because, guys, this dude's tired.
Bruh.
I mean, here we go. Husband, father, host of 3 different podcasts, credentialed media journalist, football coach, business owner, Marvel movie fanatic.
Yes.
Like when do you sleep? Honest question. And I know you like to say when I'm dead. Well, like serious question. When do you sleep?
I average about 4 to 5 hours of sleep.
They say I can't do that. Nope.
So I'm typically sleep by midnight, up by 4:30, 5 a.m. at the latest, because especially with my wife's schedule, but she drives school buses. So when she gets up, I get up, and then I make sure
As
the kids get out and get to school on time, and then I get my day rolling.
as Lane Kiffin would say, you're just different.
Nah, man,
Bro,
I'm just grinding. I'm
you're
just
just
grinding, man.
if I'm the type of person
You're muted again.
I don't know how that's happening.
Yeah.
Most days I can survive 1.6. But typically I need 7 to 8.
Really? I
to,
don't even
to
think I could
truly
sleep
be at
that
my
long.
best.
Like naturally, if let's say I go to bed at midnight, my body like forcefully wakes me up in 6 hours. Like it's abrupt.
See,
Like my eyes like shoot open. Like what are you doing?
no, I you see right now being in school, now that the school year has started, and I I have to be out the door by 6:30 in the morning. So man, if I'm not asleep before 11, I'm in trouble.
I
I'm
mean,
in
I'm
trouble.
not gonna lie. Like you kind of need that. Like your social battery has to be full at all times for what you do. Shout out to you, sir. Thank you for the good service that you provide to our children and our
I
community.
appreciate you.
I thank you for shaping the future of our lives. And I know that these little bastards can be a handful sometimes. And you
Yeah,
know,
you can say that again.
I appreciate you and all the service that you provide. Look, my heart goes out to teachers. My grandmother and grandfather were teachers. So I used to see it firsthand, the sacrifices that they would make.
Yep.
And it's also why I personally will never be a teacher. And I know that they say that you should never say never. I will never,
Yeah.
ever be a teacher.
Look, man, I have learned this is just my second year, but I have learned very quickly that it is not a job for everyone.
Oh no.
And sometimes I wonder if it's even a job for me. But right now in this current moment, man, it's so fun. I love what I do. I love getting to work with the kids every single day. And that moment when they come back at the end of the year or even the year after you teach them and they thank you for what you did for them.
All right.
Bro, that's the reason. That's the reason you stay in it.
Absolutely, man. That's special. And I have those moments as a coach. Kids just reaching out randomly on Facebook and Instagram and social media. Hey, coach, remember me? Blah 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 something. And it's like, oh man, like that's special. Like it definitely hits hits the heartstrings really really hard. But man, I can't thank you enough for doing it, brother. And it's so ironic. Shouldn't say this, but I'm gonna say it. When my son was coming out of middle school, he was literally like clock it fingers close to coming to John Eric because they were recruiting him hard.
Really?
Oh God, yeah. Like he practiced with them for his 7th grade year, going into his 8th grade year. That entire summer, he was training with John Eric.
Interesting, man. I could have been his English teacher. Why did you rob me of that opportunity, AP?
Because he wanted to win a ring.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like, what more do you want me to say? Like,
that's fair.
Edna Carr came calling. It was like, yep.
Yeah, that'll work. That'll work. I get you. I mean, look, Edna Carr's like LSU, and every other school in the area is just kind of like everybody else. Like,
right?
How do you say no? I get it.
Right. So, and look, he was bought in. He had me going to like John Eric games on Friday nights and everything. Like, he was bought in.
Speaking of me at John Eric and you as a coach, I'll see you next Wednesday night, my friend.
Fall game, baby.
Yes, sir.
Fall game. Good old fall, handy dandy fall scrimmage. I will be in attendance. High school football is back. Fall game on Wednesday, then the Jamborees kick off on next Friday, and then week 1.
Yeah, dude, I'm so excited.
Y'all don't understand how much I love high school football.
Oh, high school football is phenomenal.
Oh my God.
It's awesome.
Oh my God.
I have loved high school football my whole life.
Yes.
It's
That's an
just it's so
addiction I will
special.
never shake.
Yeah,
I
it's
will
so
never
special.
shake it. I'm so
Um,
mad that the Edmund Carr Ruston game is the same day as LSU versus Ole Miss.
yeah, I know. I know.
So mad. And I'm not going to that game. Just want everybody to know. Like, I'm not going to that Edmund Carr Ruston game because it is literally LSU Ole Miss Day. Like, it's going to be a celebration.
I'm
Like, we
still genuinely
celebrating.
thinking about driving to Oxford.
Have fun.
I'm still genuinely thinking about doing it.
Have fun, my guy.
I need you to talk me out of it. I need somebody to talk me out of it.
I'm literally telling you, like, don't go. Like, what are you going to do? Where are you going to stay? You're not going to drive back the same night.
No, I'm
And if
not.
and if and if and so you're gonna drive back home on Sunday. You're gonna be dog tired for Monday morning for work. Like, and if LSU wins, you're not leaving without a ticket.
That's fair. That's fair. Maybe. Oh, and I don't know. Just throwing this out there. What if we put together a Talk SEC watch party?
I can't do that. I can't do a watch party. I mean, like we can get together and watch the game, but I can't live stream while I watch games. I'm different when the game is on.
What, you
Like,
curse too much?
yes.
So do I.
Yes.
I can't even say
Yes.
nothing. So do I.
Yes. Yes. That's why.
If I'm not in the press box, I'm cursing. Like, just...
speaking of the press box. Speaking of the press box. Because Matt and AP will be in full force for the Alabama game.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We will be in tandem together for the Alabama game. So.
And the La Tech game.
I'm not going to La Tech. Tina's going to La Tech.
I thought we were all three going to La Tech. Oh. Interesting.
Tina's going to Tech. I'm not going to Tech.
Bro, why are you leaving? AP just up and left.
I'm not trying to. Like, my phone rotated. My phone like rotated and it like did something to the screen. I don't know. Like, I literally just moved my phone in my lap and it just like flipped.
Unk said AP and Matt ready to take a walk on the wild side. Look, I'll tell you this, and I have a video that I can post to the Talk SEC YouTube and Twitter page. There's nothing crazier than being inside Tiger Stadium for a big time game like LSU Alabama. If you remember AP 2 years ago when LSU hosted Ole Miss,
I was at that game in the walk-off
in overtime. Nussmeier hit Kyron Lacy for the game winner. I was in the end zone.
Oh, that's dope.
They scored the touchdown in. Filming the whole time.
That's dope.
And the second the game ended, I just ran towards Kyron Lacy. And dude, I have some insane footage from that moment.
Brother, you gotta send me that.
I have some insane footage from that moment.
That's a forever type of moment. Seriously. Want to know something funny from that night? So my wife and I went to that night. When we went to the game that night, and immediately after, I just walked out the stadium like, bet, game over. We won like we should have. Ha ha, go home, Oxford. Y'all suck, losers. Boo, whatever. We go to Hooters, right? And my wife loved the queso at Hooters. And when I say loved, it's because they no longer serve it. So we go to Hooters on Seeing. Worst experience ever. Now, mind you, I lived in Baton Rouge. I used to frequent the Hooters on Seeing. All the time.
Oh, the man insisted on doing a podcast while he was driving home. And now he has no service. AP, what you doing to me, man? More importantly, what are you doing to the people? I was excited to hear this story about the Hooters on Segan, and this guy just completely zoned out. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to remove him, and I'm going to let him jump back in. I'll hold the fort down until he comes back. Unc says, "Clock it, Matty Matt." That's right. That's right. You know how we do. Unc knows how we do. Okay, now I'm trying to get him back into the studio, and it's not working. Matty Matt ain't scared. Nah, man, ain't scared of nothing. Ain't scared of nothing. Again, might have only been teaching for 2 years, but man, that will harden your that will harden you into a superhuman.
I'm back.
Because those kids are ruthless. About time you showed up.
My bad. What was the last thing you heard me say?
You were talking about the queso at the Hooters on Segan.
Oh, I love the queso at the Hooters on Segan, right? So we get
Nope.
room like half closed. Huh?
Okay, now I got you. You keep going.
Oh yeah, look, I'm sorry. I was coming over. I was coming over to Chafalaya. Well, coming over the there is terrible. Always. And that's I figured it was gonna drop, and that's exactly what happened. But we back, 5G back, we strong again. T-Mobile's doing their thing.
Shout
So
out to T-Mobile.
we get to the Hooters on Segan. They sit us at the table, but they don't really want to serve us. So they're trying to like not serve us, but like hint us to get our stuff to go. And I was like, are y'all just gonna keep walking over us? Like that's how y'all want to play it? Like it's 9:59 in the morning. And just
because he was dressed
just plain
in a Ferrari dealership.
Right.
So he asked for the manager, bought the dealership,
Yes.
and fired everybody.
Yes.
He bought the dealership and fired everybody. Like, what a move.
That's the kind of money I want.
Yeah.
I want FU money.
Right.
Like, that's how you want to treat me? Bet.
Yeah. Literally bought the dealership on the spot. And then his first day as owner, fired everybody. Remarkable.
That's remarkable.
To answer your question, the high school football jamborees are kind of like a tournament of scrimmages.
Yeah, so it's glorified preseason for high school football. You play two 20-minute halves. Not even full 20 minutes, like 15 minutes. Running clocks, but it's full contact. It's just to get everybody kind of acclimated to game type environments.
And then you'll have 3 games.
You'll have 3 games.
Stadium, and there's like 5 or 6 different stadiums being used around the city, around the area.
Yeah, and it happens all across the state. It's a beautiful thing, man. Like, I love it. I love
the jamboree.
I love it.
The big jamboree in Lafayette is at Cajun Field. It's 2 nights. They do 3 games a night, and it's pretty cool.
I mean, we got more high school stadiums in New Orleans. We got libraries.
No kidding, huh? Tad Gormley, Pan American,
Pan
Am. You've got Joe Yenny. You've got
Chalmette Stadium.
Chalmette.
The Shrine on Airlines being converted to a new
which, by the way, I've called a high school football game at the Shrine on Airline. Pretty proud of that one.
Pretty fun. Pretty fun.
Yeah, that one was interesting. I was the play-by-play guy for Lafayette High, and they had a first-round playoff game against Jesuit.
Yeah,
and so that was at the Shrine. That was pretty cool.
Cars trying to turn their practice field into a little stadium.
Yeah, there's some good stadiums in the city too.
There are. They
Like they're
really are.
solid high school football stadiums.
They really are. Some really like I love Tad Gormley. Like we got to play our
Yep.
homecoming game in Tad Gormley this year. I mean, of course, I'm biased to Tad Gormley, where I played all of my home games at Brother Martin and most of our away games. But
Right.
spoiled. Only played one place, but
Yeah, our jamboree this year is at Tad Gormley. We're playing St. Aug. So that'll be fun. AP, I think I lost you again, too. Yeah, he must be coming into St. Charles Parish with that crazy internet service. You there? Do I got you? AP. All right, we're kind of running long on time anyway. Kind of wrap this thought up. We'll come back at you later this week to talk more about the fall camp. Now that full pads have started this week, AP's got a couple more days out of fall practice, so he's going to tell us, kind of what he's seen. We'll get some reports from some other folks that are going to be out there as well, and we'll bring it all to you a little bit later this week, as well as conversations from around the league, as we are just 3 weeks away from kickoff on September 5th. It's going to be an absolute blast. Make sure you follow us on social media. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. We appreciate all 39 of you tuning in live to the show tonight. And like I said, we'll be back a little bit later this week to get you one step closer to the college football season right here on Talk SEC.
Thank y'all so much. Love y'all. Sorry about the bad connections, but driving in the state of Louisiana, you barely have internet service even when you're stationary.
Yeah,
life be life, but we bring y'all this content.
As Mike Tomlin says, we do not care.
Nope, we bring y'all this content. We fighting through it. We love y'all. Thank y'all so much. 9:15, tap in, time out entertainment. We're going live. We're gonna talk all things practice today.
This guy.
Then we won't be
this guy cross promoting. I love it. For the man, the myth, the legend, AP, Matt Miguez here. We out. See you.